Hey, and welcome back to the MGR podcast, where we talk with real people about real money and real estate. Today, we got an exciting episode planned. We got Murray Massey, a fellow exit realtor, here with us today. We're going to be talking about a little bit of everything, a little bit about who he is, some of his goals for the future. We're going to be talking about multifamily and commercial real estate, how you can get into it, how we can set real expectations, and a little bit about everything. So we're going to dive right in. We're going to get into it. We're going to have a good time today on the podcast. But Murray, we want to introduce you a little bit. Tell me a little bit about yourself, a little bit about what you used to do, and a little bit about kind of what you're doing now and where you're from, and just a little bit about you.
Yeah, for sure. So currently I'm a realtor in Saint John, New Brunswick, with exit realty specialists. Really enjoying that. It's a lot of fun. So Micaiah, you're an exit too, so you know what it's all about. But,
Oh yeah.
yeah, and I'm focused more on the multifamily and commercial space.
Yeah.
I still do residential, like there's no issue there, but my main primary focus is on the multifamily stuff. So I'm in I guess you call it like an investing group. It's called Wealth Genius, very similar to something like Keyspire. So it's a real estate education platform as well. Yeah, so there's a lot of networking that goes on there and that type of thing. And I've gone to their events, spoken at their events as well. So that's been a lot of fun. So trying to stay as involved as I can in it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So right now you're living in Saint John. Have you been in Saint John? Tell me a little bit about like where you were born and raised, what you
Ground kind of deal.
yeah, a little bit of background about you. Give me a little bit of info on that.
Yeah, for sure. So born and raised in Saint John, New Brunswick. I've always been there, like to travel around as much as I can, but always keep coming back home for some reason.
Yep.
I was in heavy construction previous to being a realtor. So I was driving trucks, doing foundations, drain tile. We did a little bit of work with septic systems and stuff like that, kind of have a rudimentary understanding of that. Also have my first part of my crane operator's ticket as well. So yeah, pretty much anything heavy construction or construction related. I did a lot of it myself too.
Yeah.
So renovated my first home from the studs back kind of deal. And
Right on.
that's actually how I got into real estate.
Yeah.
You know? So,
Yeah. Now, is your family, like, have they been real estate investors, or how'd you kind of get into like, where'd your interest in multifamily real estate investing come from?
Yeah, so my folks have a multifamily portfolio, and for those that don't know, that just basically means they have a bunch of apartment buildings.
Yeah.
Yep, and I've grown up with it my entire life, so they've been in the business a long, long time, many decades, and since I was a little tiny kid, my first job ever was sweeping the hallways at the apartment buildings, so yeah, no, that's what got me the knowledge in it as well. So obviously being with somebody that's like my dad, who's, been in it for that long. Yeah, I've learned a lot about it. So I kind of had a bit of a leg up that way. And then just furthered that with being a realtor and also the real estate education side of it. So
Yeah. No, seriously. So how long have you been selling real estate for?
So coming up on 2 years now. So it was February 2nd, I guess.
Yeah.
So almost 2 years now, and it's been awesome. Really enjoyed it. Haven't looked back at all from the construction side. It's a lot easier on the body too. You're not bouncing around in old trucks and breathing fumes all day and concrete dust and everything else.
Oh, the concrete dust. Yeah.
So no, I found what I want to do, and it actually blends very well. So if you know, like the terms blue collar, white collar, so I never thought that it would actually blend that well, but having that prior knowledge, especially on the investing side of things, if people are looking to do like a flip, like, or fix a place up, value add strategy, it lends itself very well to it, because I can speak directly to knowing, okay, this is a massive ordeal, or no, that's a really easy thing to fix. So it positions me in a kind of a unique way, I guess.
Yeah. Okay, so let's dive into what the people want. Multifamily, commercial real estate. We chatted a little bit earlier about why you kind of got into multifamily, but what is it that you enjoy about multifamily? Now, before I say this, for all of Murray's clients and all of my clients that we do residential work with, we love you. But what is it that you love about multifamily versus residential, over residential kind of sales and stuff like that?
So I think the thing about it is, and I don't mean to sound like unemotional by saying this, but it's a very like clinical business.
Yeah.
And what I mean by that is that either your numbers work or they don't work, and we'll get into cap rates and all that other stuff later, but basically it's a business decision and there's not a lot of emotion involved in it.
Yeah, exactly.
And for one way or another, it's not that that's better. It's just that it's simpler, I guess, in a way. So it's like, here's the numbers, here's the facts, here's the figures, here's what it could potentially be worth later on. You factor all those things in. Is it a good investment? And then it comes down to a yes or no. That's it. There's no gray area. And I mean, some investors, sure, they might get a little bit emotional about it, but the professional investors, guys that are doing it all the time, it's just this works or no, it doesn't.
Yeah.
That's it. So
Yeah. And that's why I say like, you know, like all of our residential clients, like we love you. But it's
Absolutely,
like, it is just, it's not even like that we don't enjoy like the emotional side of like selling residential homes, because everybody's got their memories, or everybody is moving for a different reason, buying for a different reason. We love that side of the business. Absolutely. And we love all our clients for that. But the multifamily stuff and the commercial stuff, like just the way that we're both wired, like we're kind of the same in that it's just like you say, it's not as emotional. It's a numbers game, you know. It's everything's there. Like it's like you say, it makes sense or it doesn't. And you know, like you said, we can get into cap rates and stuff later. But
yeah, and the other thing I'd add to that, just before I move on, if you don't mind, is well, it's the type, like, and again, I don't mean to sound crass or anything by saying this, but it's the type of people you deal with. So it's business owners and business minded people. Yeah. And generally it's kind of like it's a bit detached, I guess, right? Yeah. Yeah, but it's the networking side of it too, something I really enjoy. So getting to meet new people and, you know, successful business owners, how can I emulate them? And then how can I turn that into helping my clients a little bit better too? So. Yeah.
Now, okay, so let's kind of go back into that. So you've attended a couple like networking events, like you just mentioned. Yep. Tell me a little bit about some of your favorite ones that you've done, what events you've gone to, and what you've kind of gained from those, and kind of what kind of relationships and stuff, and why you found it's important.
Yeah, for sure. So like I said, I'm part of a group called Wealth Genius, and it's basically, they offer real estate investing education, I guess is a good way to put it. And I don't mean to sound like I'm, you know, promoting it or whatever, like choose whatever you like, but it's one that I was introduced to by a friend, and he's had really great success with it. He's actually started his investing journey because of it, kind of deal. So I went and actually to one of their, I guess it's now a biannual event. It was held in Niagara Falls, and I got to speak there in front of 500 people, somewhere around there. And
awesome.
I was completely fine for nerves until they called my name, and then I was like, I was really.
Let's go, Murray Massey. No.
I'll be honest, I was really nervous.
Yeah, man.
No, it was good because it pushed me outside of my comfort zone, and it introduced me to a lot of more seasoned investors, I guess. So, and that's kind of a thing, is there's your people that are just starting to learn, and then there's people that are in it for more of the networking side. Yeah. Because they're already experienced, they already know how to do the deals and everything. Yeah. So I really enjoyed that part of it. But what I get out of it, I think, is the networking more than anything. Yeah. Having grown up with the, you know, real estate investing, not to say I know everything, not by any stretch, but it's just I'm very familiar with it. So it's more so I want to keep meeting all those new people that are like-minded. Yeah. Really enjoy that about it.
Anyways, it's not that, like, a lot of times when you hear about these networking events, like it's always like in Ontario or out of New Brunswick. And it's not that there's no New Brunswick investors that are worth kind of networking with. It's that, one, a lot of the people that are already here, like investing and stuff, they already have kind of people. Yep. You know, and so we go to Ontario, we go to Toronto and all these bigger cities to kind of meet new people and bring them into New Brunswick and show them, you know, the development opportunities, the investing opportunities, you know, the multifamily commercial opportunities, and show them like the growth that we've had through like immigration and whatnot.
And then I'll segue into that. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt or anything, but I really enjoy that because my whole goal is to bring people to New Brunswick. A lot of people have said New Brunswick's a have-not province. I've heard that a lot. Yep. And I'm kind of on a little like mini mission to change that, I guess. You know, I want to show people that New Brunswick has a lot to offer. We have an incredible lifestyle here. We're a very affordable place to live. I mean, I know the world's tumultuous right now and everything, but in the grand scheme of things, Saint John, New Brunswick was actually rated as, I think, the most affordable city to live in Canada. Yeah. So. Yeah, I mean, I believe that. I do a lot of research on like
Moncton, Fredericton, Saint John, like average rents and stuff like that, and like average cost of living and stuff. And like, like Fredericton is like one of the most expensive. Moncton is, you know, way up there. And then like when it comes to like major, like if you want to move to Bucktouche or Miramichi or Bathurst or something like that, out in the middle of nowhere, Juniper or something like that, then your cost of living might be pretty. But if you're trying to get like the cost per what you're getting, like in Saint John is
it's incredible. And some of the opportunities down there. So Saint John's the oldest incorporated city in Canada. You've got a lot of old, gorgeous real estate, you know, big old Victorian homes and things like that, and really great opportunities. Now you have to know which ones are good and which ones are bad, like foundation's bad or whatever. But the opportunity to add value in Saint John, I think, is the biggest thing. Yeah. You know, if you want turnkey, Fredericton's probably better.
Yeah. Now, and like, so in Fredericton, like the big industries are like IT, government, you know, and then obviously we got a big like student population with like UMB and St. Thomas and stuff like that. What are kind of the big industries there that are kind of, you know, running?
Big drivers in Saint John.
Yeah.
So we have an oil refinery, a really, really large one at that. So there's all kinds of skilled labor that's there, you know, so everything from plumbers, electricians, pipe fitters, boiler makers, crane operators. I used to run a crane in the refinery for a short term. So yeah, I mean, lots of skilled laborers, and those are all very well paid jobs, often all unionized jobs, obviously, too. So we have that. Just heavy industry in general. So we've got a pulp and paper mill, we've got a drywall producing plant, we've got a tissue mill. And then the sort of all the ancillary jobs that come around that. So there's a lot of, you know, suppliers and sales guys and everything else all in that big industrial complex. So yeah, that's kind of our main stuff. And then we also have a really large port that was just expanded recently too.
Yeah, that's right.
We've got, I think it's four container cranes now instead of 2. And that was a massive undertaking as well. So yeah, lots and lots and lots of skilled labor. So that's our demographic.
That's awesome. We need more of that. We need more of those folks around here, man. It's impossible to find tradespeople and like skilled laborers and stuff to do stuff around here. It's tough. I mean, it's tough everywhere. People don't really, I don't know what it is, that people just aren't interested in the trades like they used to be, but they are a very crucial part of our industry and stuff.
Absolutely.
Especially here in New Brunswick. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you have any questions or want to learn more, feel free to check out my website at gosman.ca. Wherever you're listening from, leave me a 5-star review and let me know what you'd like to see in future episodes. Also, if you're a buyer or a seller and looking for some guidance in this ever-changing real estate market, I want to work with you. So get in touch today through my website at gosman.ca, or you can search Murray Gosman Realtor on Google and get connected with me through any of my social media platforms. Thanks so much. We'll catch you on the next episode.